Hi everyone, Joe Carrig with the Carrig Real Estate Team, and this is your San Ramon Valley real estate update for the week of February 1st. February already. Where am I? God, where'd January go? Anyway, if you've been watching over the past couple of weeks, you can see that the market obviously is such a seller's market. I mean, in some cases, getting 42, 45, 56 offers. And so, what's going to change that? Well, we're starting to see a little bit, a lot more homes coming on the market as we get, beyond the holidays. But the absorption rate is really the key. The demand is the key because if as many places are coming on the market, they're getting sucked up and absorbed by buyers as quick as they can come on the market, which means that we're still getting multiple offers on anything. What can change that? Obviously, we know as we get into spring, towards the end of spring, early summer, we will see more inventory come on the market. But along with more inventory, we usually get more buyers. So what really has to change is just more inventory alone with the pent up demand out there is not going to change this market a whole lot. As we've talked about before, if the vaccine's successful, the economy gets a little bit better, and the interest rates go up a little bit, the 10-year treasury goes up, which the interest rates normally follow, you will see a little back off on demand. Because remember, what really drove up the prices is the fact that we had 14 record lows for the interest rate in 2020. So literally prices could keep going up and up and up because each time the interest rate dropped lower, the homes were just as affordable even at a higher price. The prices were the loan payments, the monthly payments were the same. So what we saw was, obviously the market continuing to go up. Well, now we've seen the interest rates kind of stabilize out. We haven't seen really any movement, for a while. So I think the 2.75 or so give and take, I think that's really kind of the bottom. And then obviously if the economy gets a little bit better, you see those interest rates go up. Well, the same thing in reverse. If someone was looking at a 3.25% interest rate, let's say 4 or 5 months ago, they could go out there and buy a home for $1.3 million. Now interest rates dropped 0.5%, and they could buy that same home for $1.5 million. It could go up $200,000, and the payments would be the same. Well, the reverse is exactly true. Now that home's $1.5 million, if interest rates went back up 0.5%, well, now that affordability for that person is only $1.3 million. So, which would definitely back off demand a little bit. So, we know more inventory is going to go out there, but I think as fast as it comes on, which you'll see when we get to the graphs, it's going to get absorbed in the market. So it's going to take a combination of not only more inventory, more supply, but maybe the demand backs off because interest rates go up a little bit, which again, we're not expecting to happen for a few months. And even if it happens, expect it to be a seller's market all year. There's just that much demand. So let's take a look. Now, you see in San Ramon, pending sales went up after we get through the holidays, but you also see the activity went up too. The active listings went up. So they're kind of keeping pace, and that's what you're going to see overall in all the different cities that we're profiling. Because remember, the question always comes up when, you hear agents sometimes say there's no inventory, there's no inventory, there's no inventory. But yet you read on the news and say they're expecting 6.5 million sales that they haven't had in decades. Well, if there's no inventory, how could we be setting records as far as the number of sales? Well, it's because there's inventory. It's coming on, but it's getting absorbed as fast. So when you look at these graphs every single week, really pay attention to the pending sales compared to the active sales, and if one is outpacing the other one. So you see in the San Ramon market, 83, you'll see the pending sales went up 83, but also the active properties went up. So, even though it's obviously when you see a lot more pendings than actives, it really is a seller's market. You can see at least the active properties, for last week kept up. Same thing in Danville, just a little bit more as far as the pending, a few more as far as active. So actually the actives kind of picked up a little bit more than the pendings. Again, that's a good sign. The same thing you look in the Blackhawk market, which we have historical low inventory of 4 and 5 homes. And then you now see 8 active properties, 11 pending. So again, the pendings went up, the actives went up. Now you look at Alamo, and you know what? The active properties went down a little bit, and the pendings went up. So that kind of bucked the trend a little bit of what we were seeing, where the active properties were keeping up with the pendings. And the amazing part about that is the average price in Alamo is about 2.2 million. So, and then the Dublin market, that's always been crazy, because you literally there's such an out of balance of supply compared to demand, because the average price is $1 million to $1.1 million. And you'll see when you look at the numbers, in Dublin, things were selling at 110% of asking. And just to put that in perspective, so if the average price was $1 million, the average sales price was $1.1 million. The average, not just one, but the average sale is $100,000 more. So look at it. Dublin, 111%. San Ramon, Danville, Alamo, all over 100%, as we've seen. The reason you say zero on Blackhawk is because what's been happening is there's been so little inventory in Blackhawk, there really wasn't much to buy. When there were 4 or 5 listings, the average price was $4.3 million. So again, no closings in Blackhawk, and that's why that zero is there. So, every market is a little bit different. If you want more information, please feel free to call. Again, Joe Carrig, 925-487-6838, or joe@carrigteam.com with the Carrig Real Estate Team. So again, if you like these videos, please click the subscribe button and click the like button also. And click the little bell if you want to be notified as the videos come available. We're just posting one now, which is very interesting, and that's the Biden presidency and how it affects real estate. It's not political at all. It's just based on what they've come out, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Thanks again. Have a great week. May God bless you. Stay safe. May God bless your family. And may God bless the United States of America. We'll see you next week.